My name's Nathan Failiff, and I'm the art director at Ready at Dawn Studios, and today we're showing Lone Echo for Oculus and Touch.
So Nathan, what is Lone Echo?
So Lone Echo is a first-person space exploration game. It's set in kind of a plausible science fiction future, set in kind of the rings of Saturn with this mining operation. The player is this kind of near sentient robot, and the game is really kind of focused on this sense of exploration and discovery and mystery in this really compelling setting.
So what was it like working with Oculus and using the Oculus Touch controls for your game?
Well, it was really exciting for us to be kind of on the ground floor in VR and being able to work with a hardware that has kind of one-to-one kind of parity with your head and your hands. So that's something, this whole experience is really built around that kind of parity, where everything in the game is about touching and interacting and moving, especially moving around in a fully realized space using your actual physical body and hands.
And what was it like working with Unreal Engine?
We actually don't work with Unreal Engine.
Unity?
We have our own custom engine, so it's the Ready at Dawn engine. It was developed over the course of our PSP games and kind of refined even further on the Order 1886 for PS4. And so we've extended even further to have really high fidelity visuals on such an aggressive performance target as VR requires.
So what did Oculus provide in terms of support when you were developing the game for their platform and for their controls?
Well, as our publisher, of course, we work really closely with them to. Our game, I think, is kind of pushing the bounds of the platform in terms of kind of a full 360 experience, where it's a very active experience using your hands constantly as the primary form of locomotion. So we worked a lot with them on everything from kind of tracking to kind of various systems that went into the game itself.
So from the art side of things, what are some of the challenges when wanting to make really high detailed graphics limited on the Oculus platform through various hardware?
Well, this is something our studio kind of excels at. If you look at kind of our games in the past, we're known for kind of taking any kind of hardware and kind of redlining it to the limits. So this was really no exception for us. So we took a lot of lessons we've learned over the course of development on our PSP games and the Order for PS4, and really just looked at how can we take that visual fidelity and get it running at 90 frames per second, rock steady on kind of the min spec for the platform. The dangers of VR, yeah. So that's something where, it's about getting more with less and using lots of really kind of clever tricks to kind of defy people's expectations of what can be achieved.
And when does your game come out? What platforms will it be on? Oculus 5, Gear?
The game is exclusive to Oculus and to Touch specifically. We're not announcing dates at this point, but yeah, it's an Oculus published game.